Welcome to Pro Speak English. Let's learn to speak English with confidence.
Hello and welcome. Today we are going to practice a very important conversation topic, parenting and the future. My husband and I are sitting in our living room discussing our children's hobbies and interests. This is the first step in planning for their future. Listen closely to how we describe what they like to do.
Honey, have you noticed how much time Leo has been spending with his drawing pod lately?
Yes, I have. He was drawing for 2 hours straight yesterday. He seems very focused when he is creating art.
It is quite impressive. Do you think this is just a hobby, or could it be a real talent he might pursue later?
It is hard to say right now since he is still young. However, he has a great eye for color and detail.
True. I want to encourage him, but I also want him to keep his grades up in math and science.
Balance is key. Speaking of science, have you seen how much Maya loves her coding class?
Oh, absolutely. She built that little website last week. I was amazed. She definitely thinks logically.
She told me she wants to be an engineer. It is interesting how different our two children are.
Very different. One is artistic and creative, and the other is logical and technical.
I think we should look for some weekend art classes for Leo. It might help him develop his skills.
That is a good idea, and maybe we can find an advanced computer club for Maya.
I agree. We should support their individual strengths. We should not force them to be the same.
Exactly. Our job is to give them the tools they need to grow, whatever path they choose.
I'm glad we're on the same page. It makes parenting a little bit easier when we agree.
Me too. Let's look up some of those classes online later tonight.
Did you hear how we discussed their strengths? A strength is something you are good at. We also compared being artistic versus being logical. In the next video, we will discuss their education and school choices. See you there. Welcome back. Now that we have identified what our children like, we need to talk about their schooling. Choosing the right school is a big decision for any parent. In this conversation, we discuss private versus public schools and what is best for the kids.
Since we are talking about their future, we really need to think about high school. It is coming up sooner than we think.
I know. I was looking at the brochures for the local public high school. It has a very strong science program.
That would be perfect for Maya. But what about Leo? Does it have a good art department?
It is decent, but not amazing. There's that private art academy downtown, but it is quite far away.
Distance is a factor. We do not want him spending 2 hours on a bus every single day.
Exactly. Plus, the tuition fees for the private academy are very high. Can we afford that?
We would have to budget carefully, but maybe the public school is a better social environment for them.
I agree. I want them to meet different kinds of people. The public school is very diverse.
Diversity is important for building character, so maybe we stick with the public school for now?
I think so. We can always supplement Leo's art education with those weekend classes we discussed.
That sounds like a solid plan. It gives them a good education without breaking the bank.
We should also check if the school offers any advanced placement courses for college credit.
Good point. I will call the school administration office tomorrow to ask for the full curriculum.
Thank you. I feel much better having a plan in place for their education.
No problem. Their education is our top priority, after all.
In this lesson, we used words like tuition, which means the money you pay for school, and curriculum, which is the list of subjects taught. Speaking of money, in the next video, we will discuss how to save for their university years. Hello again. We have talked about interests and schools. Now we must talk about money. University can be very expensive, and it is important to plan ahead. In this conversation, we discuss our savings and budget.
Thinking about the tuition fees for university is actually quite stressful. Costs are rising every year.
I know. We opened that savings account for them a few years ago. How is it looking?
It is growing, but perhaps not fast enough. I think we need to increase our monthly contribution.
That makes sense. Where can we cut back on our current spending? Maybe we eat out less often?
Yes, dining out is a big expense. If we cook at home more, we could save an extra $200 a month.
That adds up over time. Also, maybe we should wait another year before buying a new car.
I was thinking the same thing. Our current car is running fine. We do not need a new one right now.
Okay, so the car money goes into the education fund. What about scholarships?
We should definitely encourage them to apply for scholarships. Academic ones and maybe art ones for Leo. Every little bit helps. I do not want them to graduate with a huge amount of student debt.
Agreed. Financial freedom is a great gift we can give them. It requires sacrifice from us now, though.
I am willing to make that sacrifice. Their future security is worth it.
You're right. Let's sit down with a spreadsheet this weekend and adjust our budget officially.
That sounds like a plan. I will make sure to gather all the bank statements.
Perfect. We'll get this sorted out. We're a good team. Did you catch the phrase cut back? This means to reduce something, like spending. We also talked about student debt, which is money students owe after college. Next, we will discuss something even more important than money, their values and character. Welcome back. Success is not just about money or jobs. It is also about what kind of person you are. In this conversation, my husband and I talk about the values and character traits we want to teach our children, like kindness and honesty.
You know, we talk a lot about their careers, but success isn't just about money or status.
I completely agree. I want them to be happy, but more importantly, I want them to be good people.
What is the most important value you want them to have? For me, I think it is integrity.
Integrity is crucial. They must be honest even when no one is watching. For me, I think kindness is key.
Yes, treating others with respect is non-negotiable. I noticed Maya was very kind to her friend who was sick yesterday.
She has a big heart. And Leo, he stood up for a classmate who was being teased. That showed courage.
That makes me prouder than any grade on a report card. Courage and kindness are rare these days.
We also need to teach them resilience. They will face failures in life and they need to know how to bounce back.
Absolutely. I don't want to solve every problem for them. Sometimes they need to struggle a little to learn.
That is the hardest part of parenting, watching them struggle but letting them figure it out.
It is hard, but it builds character. We're raising adults, not just children.
I hope they remember these lessons when they leave our home one day.
I think they will. They watch what we do more than they listen to what we say. We have to set the example.
We discussed integrity, which means being honest and having strong moral principles. We also mentioned resilience, which is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties. In our final video, we will talk about balancing success with happiness. Welcome to our final conversation in this series. We have planned for school, money, and values, but the most important thing is that our children are happy. Today, we talk about avoiding too much pressure and letting them follow their own dreams.
We have made a lot of plans tonight, but we must ensure we don't pressure them too hard.
I worry about that sometimes. The world is so competitive. I do not want them to burn out.
Exactly. If Leo decides he doesn't want to be an artist, or if Maya hates engineering later, that is okay.
It has to be their choice. We can guide them, but we cannot live their lives for them.
Do you remember when I wanted to be a musician? My parents wanted me to be a doctor.
Yes, and look at you now. You are happy in business. You found your own way.
I did, and I want our kids to have that same freedom to explore and change their minds.
So our bottom line is we support them, we provide for them, but we let them choose their path.
And we make sure they know they are loved regardless of their achievements.
Unconditional love. That is the safety net they need to take risks and succeed.
I feel very good about our future and theirs. Thank you for talking this through with me.
Thank you for being such a thoughtful father and husband.
Anytime. Now, shall we go check on them? I think they're still awake.
Thank you so much for watching our series on parenting and future planning. We hope these conversations helped you learn new vocabulary about family, money, and education. Remember, the best way to learn English is to practice a little bit every day. Please like and subscribe for more lessons. Goodbye.